The renowned Kazakhstani geologist Kanush Satpayev compared the Mangyshlak Peninsula with the profile of a woman covered with a veil of the desert. At some point in time, the Great Silk Way passed through this desert, a way along which fortresses, caravans, settlements of artisans, and cattle herders were located. Perhaps since then, Mangyshtau has secured its name as a peninsula of 1,000 roads. Today, these roads lead to the city of Aktau, which is also called the Pearl of the Caspian Sea. The name Aktau came about in a contentious way. In the beginning, when there was a small town here, it was called Guryev 20. This somewhat dissonant name was given to the town due to its close status as an important link of the USSR nuclear shield. The second name, Aktau, appeared almost at the same time as the first. Aktau translates from Kazakh as White Mountain. The birthplace of Aktau, the Milovoy Cape, has shell deposits of limestone. It is still being extracted here along the cliff shores of the Caspian Sea. In 1964, the town of Aktau received the status of a city and was renamed as Shevchenko. And once Kazakhstan obtained its independence, the historical name Aktau was once again reinstated. The modern Aktau is the administrative center of the Mangyshtau region. Its area is 76 square kilometers with a population of 185,000 people. The city is one of the first in the country in terms of the birth rate and internal migration. This is connected first and foremost with the high economic potential of the region. Today, the Mangyshtau region is known more as an oil region of Kazakhstan. However, very few people know that in the middle of last century, the main treasure of this territory were not hydrocarbons, but uranium ores. Exactly, they served as a stimulus for the region's development and the appearance of a new town on the country's map, which over time got the status of a city and a regional center. There is a reason we mention this fact, because it gives an opportunity to take a look back at the history of the regional economy from the oil period. In 1957, a directive came from Moscow to commence development of uranium ore in the peninsula. By the way, the entire Union remembered Mangyshlak at that time, thanks to the poetic statement made about this region by Nikita Khrushchev. It is time to wake up the sleeping beauty. The logical development of the uranium industry in 1968 was the launch of the Mangyshlak energy plant, which was later renamed as Mangyshtau Nuclear Energy Plant. The unique feature of this enterprise is that this was the place where Kazakhstan's first fast neutron reactor, BN-350, was established. The Mangyshtau Nuclear Energy Plant today plays an important role in the life of Aktau, but this role was based on another type of energy, because the nuclear reactor BN-350 itself, since 1999, has been in a regime of decommissioning.
The
Mangyshtau Nuclear Energy Plant, Kazatomprom, is the heart of our city, one of the town-forming enterprises. One can say that this plant provides the town with water, heat and electricity. Today, the infrastructure of the Mangyshtau Nuclear Energy Plant includes 3 power stations, a repair shop, a couple of complementary shops, as well as a plant for industrial heat and water supply systems and production of distilled water. Next in the program, the Special Economic Zone, Seaport Aktau, a territory of new possibilities. History in its contemporary context and geography, independent of time, created such a unique phenomenon like geostrategy. The city of Aktau is located in the southwest of Kazakhstan, when the country's windows open to the sea. And today, within the framework of the global strategy, the new Silk Way, the city has great prospects for growth, because Aktau can bid for the status of a center of the transnational sea corridor. And Aktau has all the necessary prerequisites for this. First of all, the city is located at the intersection of transnational corridors Trey-Seka, north-south and east-west. Second of all, this is where Kazakhstan's only seaport is located, which provides comprehensive transport and logistics services based on the principle of the international shipping. Third of all, the Special Economic Zone Seaport Aktau functions here. The Special Economic Zone Seaport Aktau, a territory where today the foundation is being laid not only for the future of this city, but also the Mangyshtau region. This is where enterprises, on which the development of the region depends, are being established. The Special Economic Zone started functioning in 2003. Initially, it occupied a territory of only 227 hectares. Over time, it expanded almost tenfold, and today its territory is 2,000 hectares. The Special Economic Zone's seaport Aktau is unofficially divided into 7 subzones. 6 of them are located in the industrial part of the city. The 7th subzone is located on the coast of the Caspian Sea and includes the territory of the Aktau International Sea Trade Port.
Today
we're working on the development of 2 subzones. These are Subzone 3 and Subzone 1. The entire infrastructure there was built with the use of public funds. Around 7 billion tenge were allocated for these 2 subzones. With these funds, the entire infrastructure of the Special Economic Zone was built. It includes an electric 40 megawatt capacity substation, gas supply system, water supply, as well as road and railways, which are integrated into the international network of transport corridors. Along the Kazakhstan Timir-Joly railway line, the logistic route Shanghai-Korgo Special Economic Zone Seaport Aktau was developed, which moves on further to Baku and through Ceyhan, the Batumi port. Therefore, in the end, there is access to Eastern Europe and Turkey. Over the 13 years of operations in the Special Economic Zone, 10 projects were realized in the amount of 30 billion tenge. The total volume of produced goods, 227 billion tenge. There are 4 priority sectors of development of the Special Economic Zone Seaport Aktau: oilfield services, oil processing, construction industry, and logistics. The largest logistics center of Western Kazakhstan is located on the territory of the Special Economic Zone in the subzone number 3. The area of the center is 9,000 square meters. In order for you to be able to get a sense of its size, the area of a football pitch is 6,400 square meters. Therefore, the territory of the logistics center Azersun, which was built with the attractive investments from Azerbaijan, is bigger than a football pitch by 2,600 square meters. The decision regarding the construction of the center was adopted during the summit of Turkic-speaking states in 2013. Over a period of 2.5 years, Azerbaijan invested around $22 million into this project. Today, the construction is fully complete, and the center is ready to accept the first deliveries of products.
Главной целью нашего центра
The main goal of the center was to compensate the food shortage, which is very pressing in the region today. Mainly these will be fruits, as well as other food products, teas, butter, and canned foods.
И также другие продовольственные товары, и чаи, масла, консервы.
The logistics center Azersun is comprised of 2 parts. The first is a warehouse for dry cargo. The second is for cooling and freezing rooms. The temperature in these facilities is regulated between +12 to -38 degrees Celsius.
Изюминкой этого центра является 16 камер, в которых
A special feature of the center are the 16 rooms in which it is possible to control the temperature. Therefore, it is possible to preserve fruits in the storage rooms for longer periods of time, without having them lose their taste properties, making sure the fruits do not ripen ahead of time.
не допуская созревания или перезревания того или иного фрукта.
The operations of this logistics center use modern European equipment and unique software.
Наши клиенты могут в режиме онлайн отслеживать перемещение товаров.
Our clients can track online the movement of goods from shelf to shelf or to the delivery truck and its further movement on to other destination points.
По тем или иным точкам.
Coming up next, what kind of bricks is the construction industry of Aktau made of? Construction materials and engineered structures. They take up 30% share of the cost of housing. You may agree that this is a substantial share, and the city, which is expanding, considering the high transit potential and the growing economy, had to take this into account. This is how the project Industrial Construction of Plant Aktau appeared. Not a lot of time was needed to find a location for it. Special Economic Zone, which provides the conditions for effective and productive operations. For all those who decided to open up their enterprise on the territory of the Special Economic Zone are attracted by the advantageous legal regime, special customs rules, and preferential treatment. Thanks to this, new enterprises get a margin of safety. The industrial construction plant Aktau was launched in December of 2014. Its capacity, 100,000 square meters of housing per year. Here, more than 25 reinforced concrete product items are produced. The most popular are floor panels, columns, staircases, steps, and crossbeams. Our plant has the task of providing the Mangostar region with all the necessary construction materials for the construction of residential houses, buildings, and structures. The territory of the main department of CIS Aktau is divided into 4 lanes, each with a length of 120 meters. Here, vibration molding technology is used for the manufacturing of reinforced concrete products. The process is based on the use of stationary and vibrating molds. This year, we commenced the construction of yet another department, because we have orders and volumes which we are luckily not handling. Coming up next, what is the city's foundation and what enterprises of Aktau are the backbone of its economy? Experts calculated that per 1 hectare of sowing lands in Kazakhstan, just over 4.5 kilograms of mineral fertilizers are used. This is just 8% of what is required, especially considering that our soil is experiencing a deficit in mineral fertilizers that contain nitrogen. Kazakh is the only enterprise in the country which manufactures ammonia and ammoniac nitrate. The annual production capacity of the plant is 36,000 tons of commercial ammonia and 313,000 tons of ammoniac nitrate. Kazakh is the oldest company of the Mangostar region. The plant was founded in 1967 and since then has been operating practically without a break. However, over the 45 years of service, the plant's equipment has worn out and become out of date. The plant's new life commenced in 2012 after the completion of its reconstruction and modernization. The process is fully automated. Everything happens in the reactors with the use of a high number of catalyzers, pressure and temperature, and with the use of hundreds of various types of blocking and control devices. From the beginning to the end, we do not see the entire process. The basic component of production of ammoniac nitrate is natural gas. The plant has no problems with access to this resource because the region specializes in the extraction of hydrocarbons. Today, the company Kazakh is developing its own gas deposit field, Shagralo-Shomushte, which is located in the Beyneo district of the Mangostar region. Our natural gas extraction volume capacities are constantly increasing, and today, this year, we're planning to use around 300 million cubic meters of natural gas at our plant. The main clients of this plant are agrarian enterprises. But aside from the agro-industrial complex, ammoniac nitrate is used in other sectors of the economy. Wherever there is mining, stripping works conducted. Ammoniac nitrate is widely used as a component in industrial explosives. Kazakh is an export-oriented enterprise. The plant supplies its products to Russia, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Tajikistan, Ukraine, as well as countries of Eastern Europe. Ammoniac fertilizers intended for export are packaged in these big bags. The earnings from exports are channeled towards the development of the enterprise. Soon another infrastructural object will appear here. At the moment, construction of the plant's own power station is underway. As a result of this project, the plant will be able to provide itself with its own electric energy. Aktau is the only city in Kazakhstan which is not surrounded by any natural sources of fresh water. That is why special desalination units are used for supplying the city with water, which turn the seawater from the Caspian into drinking water. The desalination plant Caspian produces 12,000 cubic meters of water per day. This is around 15% of desalinated water across the entire region. The enterprise was built back in 2004. However, for 10 years, it was idle. The plant got a second breath in 2011 after its reconstruction. Today, aside from Aktau, the plant supplies drinking water to 2 districts of the Mangostar region, Munayle and Karakia.
проложены дополнительные трубопроводы и были подключены к заводу.
Additional pipelines have been laid, and the towns of Kurek, Batır, Kızıltobe, Atamiken, and others are already supplied by the water from this plant. And that means that today, the plant supplies more than 150,000 people with drinking water.
Более 150 тысяч населения.
The plant's modernization process is still ongoing. By the beginning of the winter, out of the 10 desalination units that are worn out, 5 will be replaced by more new and efficient ones. As a result, the production volume of drinking water will be increased from 12 to 32,000 cubic meters per day. Next in the program, who makes the elastic surface for Kazakhstan's roads?
СП «Каспий Битум» в пользу этого проекта можно назвать...
This is the wide-scale construction of roads which is spread across all of Kazakhstan. Secondly, easy access to resources that are necessary for the production of bitumen. And thirdly, the strengthening of economic ties with China.
Экономические связи с Китаем.
Kaspi Bitum is a joint Kazakhstan-China enterprise which was established in 2013. 50% of the shares are owned by the national company Kazmunaygas and the remaining to an enterprise from China, Stick Limited. Today, this is the biggest joint investment project in the non-oil and gas sector.
里海沥青厂的建成改变了哈萨克斯坦道路沥青。
The establishment of the plant changed the scale of Kazakhstan's dependence on imports. At the same time, it filled the void on Kazakhstan's market of production of modified bitumen. Kazakhstan did not have such high-quality material for road surface construction, and today our bitumen satisfies all the demand of the domestic markets.
将大大提高哈萨克斯坦。
The projected capacity of the plant is 1 million tons of bitumen per year. The range of produced materials include 4 types of bitumen: oxidized BND 100 by 130, BND 70 by 100, a modified bitumen PVV 60 and PVV 90. These brands meet all the standards of regions with rapid temperature changes and high transport flows.
里海沥青厂生产的沥青产品主要用于西部欧洲、西部中国国际公路干线。
Our bitumen is mostly used in the construction of the international highway, Western Europe, Western China, national roads such as Shymkent-Kozlorda, Astana-Pavlodar, Pavlodar-Temirtau, Aktau, and also for the realization of the Nur-Lajol program.
洲际公路以及用于实施光明大道计划项目。
Coming up next, how will the White City look like tomorrow? The architecture of Aktau is distinguished from other cities of Kazakhstan. The construction of the city commenced following the general plan of the Leningrad Design Institute. That is why the streets of Aktau are strictly symmetric and, what is interesting, do not have names. Local residents navigate in the city by the names of micro-districts and apartment numbers. Today, Aktau has 36 micro-districts. According to the new city plan, which was adopted in 2012, another 5 micro-districts will be built. At the moment, the technical and economic feasibility study is being conducted.
Енді осы бас жоспарға сәйкесті қаламыз дамиды. Ол енді тиісінше мына жағалауды дамыту, жаңағы айтып кеткен. Екінші қаланың мына тұрғын үй.
The general plan includes development of the shoreline, construction of residential areas, and socially oriented structures, greening of the city, development of parks and leisure areas.
Жаңағы жерлерді дамыту, бұл көгалдандыру, абаттандыру қаланы, осыған сәйкесті тиісті біздің жобаларымыз бар.
Today, the detailed plan of the 5 new micro-districts of the city has been developed. Their total area will comprise 163 hectares. In the 16th micro-district, a school will be built for 1,200 students and a kindergarten. According to the forecast of the city planners, around 5,000 people will live in the new micro-district. The city, which is full of energy and promises a pleasant journey across the sea, is showing its creative spirit and the desire to grow. In one word, everything that is inspiring is embodied in the city of Aktau.
Не ждать у моря погоды, а самим делать.
Not to wait for better times, but to create them. In other words, to use any opportunity for growth and development. That is what we saw through the prism of various projects, which are today being realized in Aktau and the Mangistau region. You're watching The Route to the Future. Until next time, en route, which opens up new possibilities for Kazakhstan.
Возможности.